A gender role has nothing to do with the bad. If the man is supposed to be the head, he's supposed to be the head whether he's able to work right now or not. I'm just saying if we're gonna move it forward from biblical days to modern time. If a man lose his job, he should not be disrespected by his woman just because he can't go out and make that bag. That does not change his role from being the head, the covering. You still supposed to submit as the woman.
Would it be hard to listen to a man who makes 41,000 a year?
Do you still think women are like nurturers and still like the ones that we was taught to be and all that type of stuff? That you were told that what a woman's supposed to be?
Fortunately, false sense of ego, testosterone, and that doesn't match with broke. Now his frustration may overcome him, and his emotional intelligence may be low, which would cause him to not be a viable option for a sustainable, long-lasting relationship. All right, guys, we're back. Gone are the days of knowing your role, with nowadays neither gender really truly fitting the traditional uh, provider male or nurturer caring woman, and with housing, child care, and just daily necessities soaring to all-time numbers, two incomes is not just is not a luxury anymore. It's a necessity. Now, what do you think about gender roles just in itself within relationships?
Just off the top of my head, when it comes to gender roles, I think there is a misunderstanding
Mm.
of what that actually is and what it looks like. I think there is a lot of confusion that comes with the modern day terms of gender roles. So I think because people have a lack of knowledge with what it really means, that's where all the conflict or the disagreement comes from.
Now, since you said that, I ask another question. What is your what do you mean when you say misunderstanding, and where do you get your understanding from?
Okay, so when I say misunderstanding, I think because there is a lot of independent women, a lot of just a lot of women probably think when they hear gender roles, because I was one, at one time, like, what you mean gender role? What you mean? It's not a role. I do just as much as you. That type of attitude and the energy comes from it. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I say there's a lot of confusion or there's a misunderstanding with it because I get my knowledge and my understanding from the Bible, and the Bible tells me there is definitely gender roles. Now, it doesn't say that one is more important. It's basically to bring order, it's to bring covering, it's to bring unity. You know what I'm saying? So um is what I get from when I read it. And I think that's what a misunderstanding, because people think it's more about control. It's about you controlling me and what I can do for you. And that's not what real gender roles is consist of.
And so you saying that you feel like it's order? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's definitely order.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think that from the '60s, okay, in the '60s, 85% of households where the income was generated from the male, and the wife either worked a part-time job or didn't work at all. And so I truly think that the economic dynamic behind that, fast forward to today, 2025, a man, it salary 39 to 41,000 average. I'm talking about the mass majority of people, of men. Average 39 to 41,000. That's not enough currently to carry a home, That's not enough to carry a home, health care, child care, caring for taking care upkeep of your wife. I'm talking about it's not enough for him to carry the home and be able to sustain his wife without her having to work. Okay, it's just not enough. So I see it from a different aspect, almost like, and I do believe that this is a Western thing too. We over here in America, what I'm saying? And I love it. I mean,
So you're mentioning, the monetary aspect of it, but I don't think gender roles has anything to do with money, unless we're speaking from a rural perspective. And then maybe with the world, yeah, things shifted when women start having to work more and the economy changed. But I don't think that has anything. It shouldn't. If it, I mean, yeah, it probably does in modern day time, but it shouldn't have anything to do with the gender role. The man money should not play a part of what the woman role is in a relationship, especially a marriage.
I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. All I'm just speaking on like what's really happening, and it seems to me, just from my experience in life, that it's easier for anyone to listen when they know that you got their back financially. It's a
Mhm.
you see and so now once you bring in the dynamic of a male and a female, I think it's much easier for a woman to listen when she know you got the bag and she know that you probably got her best interest at heart. Now it's probably gonna be harder for her to listen to what you talking about if you got to drop her off at work to use her car and drive to work. You see, and you can't pay the bills, and your check being garnished for the child support outside of your new relationship with her. Okay, so you barely bringing in anything, making 1750. Do you understand what I'm saying?
So are we talking about like some circumstances with life changed where that may be the case, or we're talking about starting off? Because no one should be starting a relationship where the man is driving your car to drop you off at work and you are the one who is sustaining and providing.
I think 90% of relationships in America are struggle relationships.
Okay.
I'm probably taking it too far with the 90%, but I mean, help me if I'm wrong. Leave a comment down below. But I think that about 90% of relationships, even in America, are struggle relationships. We both struggling. I need to go to work. You need to go to work. And so down here at the bottom, in poverty, we don't. A lady might not look at a guy who don't got a car like he's not an option. You see, she might see him as an option, a viable option. You see, and that might needs help. You see what I'm saying? Because
Well, then that's
I
the
mean, it's
part of
just
the issue because people are getting together because you said they're struggling or they're needing some help. And that's the issue because relationships going into marriage should be more about I like you, I love you, which makes it easier for the respect and for the submission if you're looking at it from a biblical point. But I mean, I guess in the worldly point, yeah, people are just getting together because they're taking the value out of marriage. They're taking the value out of what the role is and out of the Bible, out of the word. They're not even half of the new generation don't even know, of the younger people don't even know what the Bible says of what you're supposed to do in a marriage.
I think that a male's role and even in his it's written in his heart, okay, because I'm a male, to protect and provide.
Mm.
Uh, the latter would come first. So being the ability to provide is vital for a male. Males have, unfortunately, false sense of ego, testosterone, and that doesn't match with broke. Now his frustration may overcome him, and his emotional intelligence may be low, which would cause him to not be a viable option for a sustainable, long lasting relationship. And I think that that would start with the not having the ability to provide financially off just this job over here, because just this job over here ain't gonna get it. You see, and so I really probably ain't a hustler or anything like that, because I ain't talking about a drug dealer. I'm talking about a hustler. You know what I'm saying? That get money in three, four, five different type of ways. And then I might not even. I'm definitely not the drug dealer, because he like a mathematician and a genie. He in and out. He disappearing. That you got to be so smooth in 2025 you see. And so you probably ain't got that skill, because that's a skill. I'm sorry, I don't mean any harm. And so, one job probably not going to get it for you unless you're bringing in, even in a small town like where we're from, unless you're bringing in about 80 bands. That's and so that would be the equivalent to in bigger cities, 300. These are the dynamics that I see today for men, and the dynamics, which is the reason why I feel like they can't stand up and take their roles. You see?
So you're saying that most men don't have the confidence, don't have what they need to be the men they supposed to be in their relationship, because they don't have the money. If they don't have the money, so it's based off money.
Okay, so let's just do it another way. Before what we call, I guess, just, modern civilization, the male would go to the father of the female that he wanted to be with. And this is about basically in any history of any culture. It doesn't matter what color or what place you see, what place on the map, on the globe. So he would go to the dad and inquire about the daughter, and upon inquiry, he would inform the father of his stables or what he was going to provide to be able to protect the daughter. Provide to protect. Okay. And so now I'm pulling up with 20 cattle, and I'm gonna give you 5 goats and 3 sheep for your daughter. Now, hold on. This is the beginning of time. Okay. This how it's been going. And so if you can't protect, then maybe, provide, then maybe you wouldn't have the confidence to, let me check her and put her in her place real quick, because you see, and she tripping over here. Well, when she on equal footing with you financially, looking you out of eye, and or standing above you, and we're talking about in 2025, right? So she's standing above you and or looking you out of eye with attitude. Yeah. And so it was, it's just.
Yeah, from a real perspective, but if the truth is, a gender role has nothing to do with the bag. If the man is supposed to be the head, he's supposed to be the head, whether he's able to work right now or not. I'm just saying, if we're gonna move it forward from biblical days to modern time, if a man loses his job, he should not be disrespected by his woman just because he can't go out and make that bag. That does not change his role from being the head, the covering. You still supposed to submit as the woman. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
do.
because of these are what I go by, which is the Bible terms of what my role is, what the man role, the money part doesn't even play a role in that. You know what I'm saying? So no, because there have been times I have known stories and situations where the woman went out and made money because the man couldn't at the time. And that did not change her from still submitting to that man. It did not change, hey, you still need to go ask your daddy. That's the problem. I feel like that's the problem with today's time. Women don't know. They have an identity issue with male and female going on, where they don't know their roles or what they're supposed to do, or we've been so far removed from God and the Bible and going by what we supposed to do as far as purpose, that people are just now, oh yeah, I can buy respect or I can buy this, and it's not really about that when it comes to the gender roles. Yeah.
I agree with that. I'm trying to think any situations because you keep bringing up the Bible, and I'm trying to bring up any situation in the Bible where the woman was the breadwinner. I think it's one situation where a woman had got an inheritance from her dad, but it all went to her husband, and so then she didn't even think about it like it was hers. It was immediately his. And so what I'm saying is, in the Bible, the women didn't split the rent. Okay, it looked like I think King David provided a full functioning and fully staffed castle for all his women. And I
Yeah,
think his son
right.
Solomon provided a fully functioning and fully staffed castle, whatever you call it, mansion, castle, I don't know, for their women. And I don't think nobody went half in the Bible. Now, and I do think that all I'm saying is I think it makes it easier for me to get my point across. You see, I just think it's, and I'm talking about now. I ain't talking about with me and you. You
I
see,
know
I'm
that.
right. So
But I just want the audience to know what it really is supposed to look like and be, because it shouldn't play a part. If the man has money or not, you should still know your role as a woman, as a wife. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think if a woman have a halfway decent guy that ain't got it together yet, and I think if she just for lack of better words, just feed his ego a little bit and give him some push that he need, which I mean, care and nurture.
But see that goes to the point. It still goes to women don't know what they supposed to be, their identity, because we are supposed to be nurturers, and we're supposed to be people that we're supposed to encourage. We're supposed to feed into all of that. You know what I'm saying? But these days, women, and I hate to just beat up on women, but women, I don't need it. They entitled. You supposed to do this for me. Like they don't know their part and what they're supposed to do. They don't understand that you're supposed to pour into this man at all. Like I don't think a lot of, from what I've seen with these entitled, especially these young people, I don't think they know that.
Look, you where you're at right now. Let's do a hypothetical, and this might be going to be hard for you. I'm sorry to just put you on the spot like this, but let's just do some imaginary hypothetical real quick, okay? Um, let's pretend you're single and you're at
Mm-hmm.
Roy. You're at right now, same age you're at. The same everything. You know what I'm saying? You got your job, everything going. You stable. You gonna be just fine. You single, right? Would it be hard to listen to a man who makes 41,000 a year?
No, no.
Why not? Why, how would that?
Because I don't look at the money. I look at character, integrity, morals, values, type of things. And if he's high quality in those things, then yes, it's very easy to listen to him regardless of the dollar he makes.
Okay.
But today's time, women, they don't care about morals and value. I mean, we just did a podcast about a woman who allowed a person to pee on them and pee in their mouth for
Okay. Oh
a
wow.
dollar, because it's about the dollar, so yeah.
Yeah, I was just wondering. I don't. I mean, I just was wondering: is it hard for a woman to listen? You see, and I get what you're saying. I get what
It
you're
may
saying.
be
It's
for
just
some women. It may be, but I'm not like you. Ask me if I would do
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm rare. I think I'm rare. I'm one of a kind. People, they don't make these type of women like me no more. They make women that you can buy respect. They make women that can buy bodies, and those type of women. And those type of women, yeah, it would probably matter. But I'm rare, so it don't matter
Now,
to me.
now to say it another way, let me ask another way. Would it be easy to listen to
With the man making, yeah, it
a
makes it a lot
a guy
easier.
that maybe brings in 250 annually? Would that make it easier?
I'm pretty sure it
Okay, I was
would.
just wondering. Just get the basics.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would. I mean, money makes life easier regardless of the roles. It does.
it makes life more
It
convenient.
makes it more convenient, easy, whatever the word you want to
Yeah,
use. It
yeah.
makes it
Your mindset makes
better.
life easy, but money can money a bad boy. Anyway, so you feel like why do you feel like women can't? you know, why women may not know their role anymore. So far removed from like what we mentioned earlier, the '60s era.
I think women are, they don't know their roles anymore because it's not taught. I don't think it's taught anymore because we don't, our generation and younger stop taking our kids to church. We stop teaching them the values in the Bible, which is also the values that you're going to need in life. So yeah, I think it's far removed. Do you think women are do you still think women are like nurturers and still like the ones that we was taught to be and all that type of stuff that you were told that what a woman's supposed to be?
I think I think it's a minority of women that are definitely 100%. But I do feel like the dispensation of time that we're in right now, that we might be without natural affection.
Hmm.
And so women, there will be ladies or little girls born without natural affection, maybe not born without natural affection, but being taught and programmed like, I mean, from day one, it's this now, right? We hand them
Mm.
this right away, right? Okay,
True.
so it's basically this now. And sidebar, we're making a conscious effort not to do that to the grandbaby.
We are.
But it's this a lot right now, and so they're being desensitized very early. With the desensitization of the children, I feel like take some of the natural affection away from them. You see, they shown anything and everything. We used to have to cover our eyes in sex scenes, and
Mm.
I think it's just rated TVMA now. It ain't even rated R no more.
On a commercial.
Yeah. The commercials wilding out now, saying anything, doing anything. The cartoons been wilding out. Well, I didn't
Mm.
even know, what Squidward them were doing, but I don't know if women like in the way they playing the game right now, like what I see on social media when I scroll, it looked like they don't even have self respect, which would definitely mean that they probably wouldn't know how to nurture or care because they don't care about themselves.
Mm.
You see? Self respect, meaning you got to care a little bit of yourself. I mean, I know the words say that you ain't supposed to, you know what I'm saying, hold yourself in high esteem and nothing like that, but it also say to be just, you know what I'm saying, just how to be a regular person. And it don't look like the ladies being regular people are covering themselves up or nothing like I mean, I know y'all got naked when y'all was young, but those are different. We thought y'all was naked, and but
Listen.
now they show enough for
They
real.
really naked.
They really
I
naked.
remember being fussed at for something being not pat, like my fingertips might come here and it's up above my fingertips or certain, just certain stuff. And now they're like really like they wear underclothes, bra and panties outside with a net over and say this is an outfit.
And so
So
what I'm saying is, I
yeah.
don't know if they operate on you know what I'm saying, the standards of because it's a standard to be it's like it's got to be a standard for the word woman, or a standard for the word man,
Hmm.
right? You see, and so that's why I was on guys a little bit earlier, so tough about the bag, simply because it say provide. All my heroes in the Bible, and I mean all of them, had a bag. Okay, Job,
And it would, I do agree with you saying that it would make it easier for a woman to, okay, I agree
it
with the fact
would.
that if a man knows his role, it make it easier for her to follow him while he lead, which is still a part of the roles. I think today's time, men, they have program men to be more sensitive, women to be more masculine, and I think it's so many situations where the man is to stay home, the woman go work, the man taking care of kids. I have seen these on different reality shows. Like this is the norm. The guy, what they got a man person out, all type of
Yeah,
little stuff.
yeah. I truly think if I needed you to go to the plant every day, and then take pictures whenever you booked, okay, and then edit video all day, and then try to do everything else you can do to get a legal bag. I just don't think this would work. I mean, that sounds like a lot of stress on you just just boom, like, just boom, like, now I need you to go to work. Now, yeah, we just, you know what I'm saying? We the regular couple.
Mhm.
Okay, I need you to go to work. But if I needed you to be me,
But see, that's
you
the
see what I'm
difference
saying?
because women are not built to carry that weight. But
I
I think
just don't.
sometimes the woman, because she knows she's not built to carry that weight, I think that's how that entitlement attitude come in because I shouldn't have to do this and I shouldn't have to do that, which is true enough. The man is built, but you still have to know your part to pour into him so he can carry that weight, so he can have the motivation he needs to carry that weight. I just think, yeah, you're right. I probably wouldn't be able to do what you do because I'm not made to. I wasn't created to.
Women's labor force participation climbed to 57% in 2023. Dual income couples now 66% of married households, two paychecks aren't a luxury. They're in trouble. They're in trouble. They're already in trouble.
That's
Uh,
what two incomes.
yeah, yeah, that's with two incomes. Child child care line. The national average child care for two kids is 26,000, that's more than in-state college tuition in many states. Groceries then went up 25% since 2020, 5 years. I mean, and these numbers are crazy. I I just I just think if the person that I want to go date and talk to and engage with, if she gotta handle just as much stress as I gotta handle, if she in just as much rut as I'm in a rut, then I think the roles will, what I'm saying. And then another thing, a lot of ladies just as masculine as me. You yelling at me. You yelling at me, and I'm scared to tell you the truth because I'm finna come home to get yelled at. I can't be subjected to that. I can't be up under that. I'm in fear of this
Stressed
woman.
environment when we're supposed to
What?
create a calm and peaceful environment.
What?
Is that not borderline nagging?
I heard the old folks say that she's supposed to make my hard, not my life.
But see, this is why it's important for women and men to know their roles and find out what they're supposed to be, especially if they're believers in Christ. Like if you believe in Christ Jesus, but you think that a woman can carry just as much or you just as equal as a man, then you need to go do some studying and talking to the Lord and do some self-evaluation because that is not what it says or nor what we were created to do. Nothing about me is going to be um able to do what a man is capable of doing because we were created to do different things. But yet we are supposed to still complement and build each other. I will say that.
I agree. In closing, I would say that I think that the young ladies should try to get married earlier or try to vet decent men earlier to try to help him build earlier because once he's built himself, he might not feel the same way about you see women, ladies, and so I think that young men need to try to be more financial conscious, which I think they are, than
Mhm.
we were because we just not trying to start getting ourselves together late 30s. We didn't know no better. We from the 90s. We didn't know no better. And I just think that young men need to get themselves together right away. It's okay to take trade school, and it's okay to go straight to the plant after high school. It's okay. And that's what I got. What do you got in closing?
It's not about control or dominance. It's about
God knows. That's balance.
it's about mutual respect, balance, and sacrifice and a sacrificial love.
Mm.
Yes, because you got to
You got to
sacrifice.
have God involved in it.
I mean, period.
Yeah.
You got to just so you can know. I mean, you need to
But you got to
really
make, yeah, you got to say
you
that.
got to
Yeah, yeah.
know and be confident in who you are. Whether it doesn't matter the dollar amount. You just got to know and be confident in who you are. And if you're a Christian, you should know who you are in Christ.
Men, it should feel natural to want to sacrifice. Men, it should feel natural to want to sacrifice.
And if you love that man and respect him, it should be natural to submit. regardless his dollar.
That's major.
That's major. That's major.